All right, good afternoon. This is Anthony Weeks for the Economic Roundtable and the Marketplace. I just wrapped up a recent trip to Taiwan by invitation with my colleagues. And we've had an opportunity to really engage the Taiwanese government on various levels to get a sense of where what's Taiwan's position on a myriad of issues. But specifically, we are basically in a situation where coming up on the agenda is the issue of climate change. And there is a scheduled event with the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, which is UNFCCC. And I'm with Director General David here in Miami, the TECO office, and I wanted to kind of have a conversation with him, considering the fact that this event is coming up and Taiwan has a position on the issue of climate change, and they're actively involved, being good stewards in the issue of environment and how countries are impacting the climate. And so I wanted to say good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Director General.
Thank
once
you
again for being on the Economic Roundtable in the Marketplace.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you for the ongoing dialogue and discussion on just the different issues.
Yeah.
So I have some questions that I'd like to ask and to get your feedback, response on where does Taiwan stand on the issue of climate change. And if I may, we have about several questions, and we'll make it quick. Question number one. As we know, the continual increase of greenhouse gas emission has caused abnormal and extreme weather events. Can you speak about the effects it has on Taiwan?
Yes, Taiwan's electricity mostly comes from fired power plants, which are considered as the main factor producing greenhouse gas emissions. In Taiwan specifically, average temperatures in the past 2 years has been the highest in the last 100 years. It causes abnormal and extreme weather. Since 2017, there has been markedly increase of natural disasters, posing an immense threat to Taiwanese people's lives and properties. In addition, these recent developments are having a considerable impact on Taiwan's ecological environment. Other parts of the world have witnessed similar trends. During this summer, many countries across the Northern Hemisphere in Europe, Asia, and North America have experienced record-breaking heat waves and devastating wildfires and serious jeopardized human life, health, agriculture, natural ecosystem, and infrastructure.
How is Taiwan serving as a model to encourage its fellow members of the global community to achieve the goals proposed by the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change?
Okay. Taiwan has a great deal of experience in dealing with the issue of climate change. As a member of the global community, Taiwan is seeking meaningful participation in the UNFCCC, which is United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, to expand its contributions to combating climate change. Taiwan is ready and willing to share its knowledge and experience with the international community to reach sustainable development. Almost 90% of Taiwan's annual greenhouse gas emissions come from fuel combustion. The government of Taiwan is striving to increase the share of renewable sources in overall energy generations to 20% by 2025. and raise its share of energy produced with natural gas up to 50%.
Wow, impressive.
Yeah. At the same time, Taiwan is gradually reducing its reliance on coal, closing older coal facilities and equipped the remaining ones with high-efficiency ultra-supercritical units that cause less pollution. The government is also investing in other equipment and technology that can help reduce pollution, offering subsidies to encourage people to replace older vehicles as well as promoting select electric vehicles.
And that's important because from my visit to Taiwan on two occasions, you do have the different class of vehicles. You have the scooters, the cars, the buses, and the heavy trucks.
Yeah, most of them are powered by electricity.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
absolutely.
They're going to reduce the pollution.
So I commend you for your ambitious goals to achieve that by
Thank you.
2050.
That's what we should do. Yeah, thank you.
Exactly. How is Taiwan working to grow economically while reducing potential harm to the planet? And could you speak about the Taiwanese significant recycling achievement?
Okay. In order to find a proper balance between economic development and environmental protection, Taiwan is promoting the circular economy as a part of the 5+2 Innovative Industries program. There is widespread international consensus that the circular economy plays a vital role in achieving the goals of the Paris Agreement. Taiwan has already made significant progress over the past 2 decades in recycling and reusing resources. In fact, in 2017, Taiwan's resource recovery rate was 52.5%, a ratio surpassed only by Germany and Austria. The recycling rate of plastic bottles in Taiwan in 2017 was 95%. And during the 2018 FIFA World Cup, about half of the 32 teams in the tournament wore jerseys from Taiwan, which were produced with recycled bottles. Looking to the future, Taiwan will continue to strengthen technological research and development and innovation so as to bolster recycling while building integrated industrial value chains. The goal is to achieve a situation in which there is zero waste and everything that can be recycled is recycled. Taiwan is more than willing to share its technology and experience with the international community.
Dr. General, I want to really commend you and pleased to hear of Taiwan's position on the issue of climate change. It's important because obviously from an industrial point of view, Taiwan is taking responsibility for their share of making sure that Taiwan takes a responsible approach in addressing climate change. And I look forward to hearing more about how Taiwan plans to work with the rest of the international community, with the world community, and the United Nations in addressing that. And look forward to being able to address it further. And look forward to again measuring the progress. You have an ambitious plan to be able to reach your benchmarks in terms to address climate change, and I want to commend you for that.
Thank you so much.
Right.
We also need the support from U.S. Virgin Islands people. Yeah, thank you so much.
We will certainly. You are an important partner in the development world.
Thank you.
In helping to advance the responsibility of being good corporate citizens, global citizens to the earth, and taking care of the earth.
Thank you. I appreciate it very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. This is Anthony Weeks for the Economic Roundtable Marketplace, and we will talk soon.
Thank you.